Hello, knife noob here. It's my first Ganzo here, and see when I received it, this blade is hitting this backspacer when it closed. So I was going to return the knife because I kept hitting the backspacer here. Not sure how to fix that except for to like scrape that out in there. Even doing this was kind of sketchy, so I just took it out. I did get this from GearBest. I notified them. They offered me a new knife or a refund to keep the knife, so I was going to get a new one, but they just refunded me the money and I have this one, so I eventually will get another one, but that's the kind of customer service that's really good, I gotta say. They must deal with a lot of knives that, you know, they're not all perfect. So I'm just gonna tear this apart and maybe you can find something useful in it, and maybe not. I'm gonna struggle. It's a T6 and a T8, so we got T8 here. Oh, look how loose that pivot is. No wonder it was opening up very nicely. Yeah, it opens up really nice. Close. Okay. I'm going to start by popping this pivot out here. Yeah, both of these are extremely loose. So these are screwed into this, which I'm oh, when we get to that, we'll get to that. So I took out those two. And we'll pop this one out. And we'll also take this one out. So since this video is going to be kind of self-explanatory, you know, what I'm doing here and what I mess up and everything, I just want to just chat a little bit about Ganzos and actually any kind of knife. Okay, I may have to, oh, yep, let's see, I have to take out this. Or no, I don't. Let's see. Like I said, I don't know. I'll just, I'm going to take it all apart. That's a big T6 here. So, Ganzo. Inexpensive knife right here. It's like 20-25 bucks for 40C. Ganzo's been doing knives for a while. I'm sure when they first came out, they were not. Okay, let's see what we got here. So I did clean this knife before. This knife is just sitting in my tackle box, which I don't really go fishing that much, but my daughter does, so Just leave it in there for her since it was hitting that backspacer. But the springs, whoa, wait, oh, it must have been right inside of there. But now it's out. Okay, so that's what we got here. And this oily stuff, I'm assuming pretty sure I had this knife apart before and I put some frog lube in it. Which is I'm gonna do the same thing again, lube all this stuff because it's a fishing tackle knife. Probably not the best one for it, but water will get down in between the scale and this. So, now, how to get this thing apart? Let's open her up. Let's take the spring off of here. Okay, yep, there we go. I'll pop that sucker out through there. I know some people hate Ganzo, some people love Ganzo. Some people think they're stealing ideas, they're not stealing ideas. I gotta say, you know, if you can make a knife fairly decent, consistently, with some good materials, I'm just saying any knife, you get a good design and do that, well, then you pretty much are doing good by the people that are buying knives from you. Well, where do they get these designs? Well, you know, they're just similar or dissimilar enough from other ones that have been out forever, that are tried and true, right? I mean, I don't know if this Axis Locks is tried and true, but I haven't had a problem with Ganzo's lock. So, if Ganzo can put out this knife for $20, this is always the comparison. Well, if a cheap knife can put make it so that it's centered and no blade play and, pocket clip, well, then why would I ever buy a $200 knife or $300 knife? That's cheaper. I gotta send back because the Omega clip broke, or it's not centered right, or so all that. I feel just needs to have one question answered that would, I don't know, is how much does it cost really to make a knife? Everyone says, oh, well, it has titanium and a good steel. Well, this is $440. I'm not sure how long this edge holds, but when I use a knife, I'm cutting open some boxes and stuff. Just basically a lot of boxes, tape. So at the end of the day, I just strop this and I'm good. Some people might not want to strop every day. Some people might not want to sharpen once a week, so they get the better steel. So I'm assuming that Ganzo's got a crap load of this 440 steel that they got a good deal on. Probably people were just directly giving it away. So I don't know. How much actually does it cost? Well, the materials, you got a little bit of steel, screws and such, and plastic. So, in material-wise, you're not up there. I mean, if they're selling this for $25, this thing's probably just in steel, not processed and everything. 5 cents, 10 cents for just this little bit of steel. I don't know. See, that's where we don't know. Just wiping these off here, so we can't figure it out. But there are a lot of parts, and the more parts that you have, the more chances of screwing this up you have. So for Ganzo to make this knife, let's count up the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Oh, and then this one too. This was on it. 26. So you got 26 parts here that you got to get right. This knife, when I got it, was hitting the back of the, hitting this. But basically, I'm saying they got it right. It's because they got experience in making these parts, right? They've been doing it for a while. And you got some up and coming companies, Chinese ones, that are trying to get more higher price for their stuff. And I guess they, I guess they can. But if you just need a knife to use, to beat on, even to, like, see that, I don't like that. Let me see, well, I gotta make sure what we do with that. Oh, as I say, these knives are really well made sometimes, I'm saying, that you can appreciate just the design of the knife. You can appreciate the opening and closing of the knife. You can appreciate the blade of the knife. You can appreciate all this knife has, because it was built pretty good for 20 bucks, 25 bucks. I just had this in my pocket. Now you got this. This is like 180 bucks. It's 20 bucks, so if you figure it out. You can buy 9 Ganzos or one of these. Is this that much better than that? That's the question. Always the question. I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm just saying that this knife is pretty good. So I'm just wiping it off here. Get some of this grease and guts off it. Alright, so now that I have it apart, I don't know why I like to use this stuff. I don't get it. Really, you don't really need it, but this is some frog lube. I just like to give it a coat on everything. I think I've been watching a little bit of wear in there. I don't know if you can see that. That's where some of that coating's coming out. I think I've been watching Nick Shabazz too much. But he's got a point. It is pretty cool to, make a knife a little bit better, But one thing I don't do is when I get a knife, I'm not taking it apart immediately. Matter of fact, I avoid trying to take that thing apart for as long as I can, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. If I need to so-called break it in, or I want to skip the break-in period, no, I don't do that. I really just, I'll even run it dry for a little while to make sure it's you know, get a little friction going in there. Get some of that stuff out of there. You know, I'll even run it dry for a little bit. But once it gets dirty or if something breaks or I need to adjust it, sure, then I'll, you know, take it apart. But I don't take them apart very often. It is fun to take apart. I do like fixing them. Okay, now I just totally. This is where the fun part is for you guys, because I totally forgot everything. I just ripped it apart. Okay. And then there's lock stick and all that. So basically all the things that can go wrong with this knife can go wrong with all the other expensive knives. But you figure if you buy an expensive knife, that it's going to have a better quality control. You're not going to have to return it. You know, when you get it, it's going to be, somebody has looked at it, you would think. But that's the thing. This one has just as easily the chance of having something messed up as one of these. That's where the falsities are. You figure you pay a lot of money, yours is going to be perfect. You know, it's not going to have, it's going to be centered perfectly. No blade play, perfect. Springs are going to last for, you know, it's going to be good. I don't know. I think your odds don't go up when you spend more money like that. It should. You should be, spend more money, you would get a better blade, a better knife. Oh crap, yeah, I really don't know how to even put this back together again. Oh, let's go, let's try. Let's see, was this on there like that? I think we just leave the scales out for now and put everything back on here. Seeing what the washer looks like, and that looks like this washer goes on this side. Then the other washer will go on the. Oh no, that's weird. That fits. Okay, I'm going to put this on this side then. Okay. Yeah. Just got some grease here, and I'm going to put on these washers instead of oil. If your knife is $20 or $250, if you do take your knife apart, I mean, some people just buy them and use them once it's broken, no matter what. You know, if there's something easy fixing that, they just chuck it and get a new one, and I can't blame them for that if it's only $25. If you like to fix it yourself, and I would say get go ahead and splurge on the fluorinated grease. I mean, you don't need to get this kind, just any fluorinated grease. But on this oil stuff, I just got this, that's nano oil. It's $15 for this. There's enough oil in there to last me a lifetime, so I spent the $15. The same thing with this, you know. I mean, although I didn't spend that much on this, you get it. I know that this stuff is not gonna, once it's been sitting in my knife for a year or so, it's gonna go to crap. Some of these colored ones that are colored blue or green or whatever, you put a drop on there, then just look at it for after a couple days, and you'll see that the dyes they put in there sink to the bottom. And then that's like residue after a while. So this is, go ahead, splurge. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to put this one on this side because it looks like it's worn in a little bit more. This Teflon one on here, and I'm not sure why that's cut out like that. There could be a reason for it. I don't know. This is a D-shaped, so we'll pop that in there. And there's these are also D-shaped. Yeah, probably wouldn't hurt to watch these videos just to see if I slice my friggin' finger. Remember, this video is to show you how to do it or how not to do it. I'm not sure. Or it may just be me talking. I may not even get this knife back in time and keep it on camera. Okay. I'm sure that's totally wrong. There's something messed up here, but well, let's see if how much time I have left on this.